I'm gonna be honest, I was planning on doing a video on just the Cold War MP5, but then I proceeded to drop 27 kills, and it was a pretty equal mix between the Cold War MP5 and my secondary, which I'll show you in a second. And by the way, I'm gonna be coaching you through that 27 kill win, giving you tips on how you can start to get better and drop more kills. So if you are looking to get better, make sure you stick around. Now, 3 things that you must know about the Cold War MP5. First things first, it is a Cold War SMG. It has great mobility. You're super quick with it, great sprint to fire time. Number 2 that you have to know is it has a really good damage profile. It's got a really good TTK, but number 3, it doesn't have great range. You're only looking at about within 11 meters, so you're going to have to use that mobility to put yourself in those close quarters engagements to capitalize on the fast TTK. Now, for my primary here, we have the Cold War AK, which is hands down my favorite primary to use. Great damage profile, great range. Yes, it has a little bit of recoil, but it is controllable. Overall, I'd say the Cold War AK47 is easily a top 3 AR right now, and I'd probably put the Cold War MP5 easily in the top 10. You know, it's not quite at that top 3 mark because of the range, but overall, it is still a great option, so give it a try. Let's go ahead and break down this 27 kill game right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and break down this gameplay right here. We had 7 kills in early game. We got off to a really good start. We've got 9 other teams up, and we're finally getting Loadout. Now, what I really want to pay attention to in this gameplay is the ebbs and flows. As you start to get better, you're going to notice that kind of being in the action, you're going to have times where you get a lot of kills, and then you're going to have times where the game feels a little bit slower, and you're trying to figure out where people are. We're going to talk about how you can go on a run and pick up a lot of kills in a small period of time. I do that multiple times throughout this game, which is what allows me to get to 27. We're going to go ahead and push here. Notice there's one on my level to the right. So instead of just chasing, I'm going to go ahead and push around. I'm going to meet him on this side. Now, what ends up happening is we got UAV up, and you're going to see just through this next little period, there's a lot of people on my level. Not really sure where exactly they are. I think people are going to peek. One dies down at the end. I think this person's going to go loot him. They end up not doing that. Then I see one to my left. Notice the guy to my left kind of pushing this way. He ends up not pushing. So while this kind of plays out for a second until we get to the next kill, if you are looking to get better at Rebirth, if you want to stay up to date about Rebirth metas, if you want to know about Rebirth news and changes, real quick, pause. Notice the Cold War MP5 range like I talked about. In that close range, you're going to see throughout this gameplay that it's really good. That's even on the fringe of that 11-meter mark, which is why that TTK is a little bit extended. As I was saying, if you are looking to get better Rebirth, stay up to date about current metas or Rebirth changes, take a few seconds. Just consider hitting that subscribe button down below. Post every single day. I live stream on YouTube 4 days a week. So if you want to know when I'm posting and going live, make sure you turn on that notification bell. Now, we're going to go ahead and challenge here. This is the ideal range right there. And notice that little bit of mobility. Notice this little bit of mobility right here in terms of strafe speed. It's one of the biggest advantages that people don't think about with Cold War SMGs. Look how far left I get. That makes me harder to target to track. That makes him hit shoulder shots as opposed to chest shots in those high damage areas. Now let's talk about this real quick. Ebbs and flows. I'm going to get crossbowed right here. I'm going to die. I'm going to tell you straight up, there's nothing that I can do. I don't know why the crossbow's in the game. It is what it is. It's going to happen. And it's been happening more lately. It's super frustrating. But we still have Loadout up. We're still in a really good game. We've got 10 kills. Second circle hasn't started closing. We've got 7 teams still up. I got 1 right in front of me. By the way, in terms of regaining after you get Loadout, 1 kill. 1 kill's all you're looking for. 1 kill gives you plates, ammo, everything that you need to really start to get back to challenging. So I see 1 to my right. Notice that there's 1 to my right and 1 to my left. I'm going to go ahead and challenge this guy left. Be ready around this corner. So there's 2 kills in a very short period of time. And we're just going to keep this flow going right here. We got 12 kills up. Remember that we had 10 around the 1-minute mark before circle started closing. Because we're going to go on a nice little run here. But what I want to say is that, you know, dying is part of this game, and you can still drop high kill games. I mean, this is almost a PR game for me. My PR is 32. I dropped 27 this game, and I'm going to die again. It is what it is, but we can still drop those high kill games. Now, we're going to go ahead and push up this way, try to see what I can find. I'm going to challenge up top here, and we're going to pick up a nice few set of kills in this next minute or so. I don't see anybody over here. I catch one to my right flying in. So I challenge, watch the Cold War MP5, close range, upper torso shots. That's the range that we want to be able to fight in. Mini-map right around the corner. Should have farmed this team. I ended up not. That was a bad play. But we're still able to get that team wipe. So we're +4 since kind of that first circle, since about 1 minute at the second circle mark. We're going to go ahead and push in here. This is definitely a, we're in a flow right now. We're in a flow. I get 1 kill there. I get 1 kill there. Notice there's 2 backside below me. So I know they're kind of backside a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and push up. Now I get 1 to my right. We're able to get that kill. And those 2 people that were backside that way, now are starting to shoot me. Unfortunately, I thought I could get those plates and get that angle. Unfortunately, I can't, so I'm going to stim and get out. I use the stim for the speed boost more than anything. By the way, we're now +7 since I told you to pay attention, right? This is where the ebbs and flows start to happen. We are flowing right now. We know where people are. We're executing really well. I see one down this way. We get the down. Okay, let's go ahead and push, start to get in there. I see one this way. We're broken. Now I'm going to go ahead and push up. I make a brutal mistake here. We'll talk about it in a second. I grab plates. I should have played it up. I tried to essentially pushing in here. I know that one person's going to be a bullet upon the res. The other person's going to be low health. So if I can just quickly like 1-2 tap, they should both go down. I basically hit the deployable cover. I get the first down. I'm kind of low health. And what you're going to see here is I make a mistake here. Remember how I always talk about, if you've seen my videos before, I talk about how drop shotting can be dangerous because it leaves you susceptible to headshots. That's what happens right here. Now, I'm low plates, but let me show you the kill cam right here. Look how low health he is. So by the time he challenges, we are equal here. But as he turns this corner, look, he hits all headshots, and that's just unfortunate. That was a mistake on my end. I still have loadout up. We've got 17 kills, 4 other teams. So kind of in a little bit of a weird spot right now. I know there's one up top on top water tower, of course. Somebody's always top water tower. Just assume somebody is. I get one backside this way. We're going to go ahead and hit shots with this Cold War AK, which we haven't talked about. We've really highlighted the Cold War MP5 a lot. The Cold War AK feels incredible. I mean, hands down my favorite AR. We're going to immediately go challenge this guy top after I reload. We're going to get back into the action, push this guy up top here. And I'm just going to go ahead and challenge him with the Cold War MP5. We're going to take him out. You know, hey, if people want to sit top water tower, generally people that sit top water tower don't have good awareness. So doesn't even pay attention to the heli flying. Can't really buy anything, grab the precision. So we're going to go ahead and push one flying in above me, right? And this isn't technically back in that flow state yet. We're starting to get there, but what you're going to end up seeing happening is I'm going to get this down right here. Now we're on the wrong side of the map. We're not in the action just yet. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to precision that. We're going to get that full kill. We should get that full kill in a second. There's the full kill. Okay, so we're at 20 right now. TCAP goes down, so I want to play a little bit more patient. Want to get a UAV up, start to figure out where everybody is. And what you're going to notice is that everybody's on the other side of the map. So now we're kind of in that state of, we're not in the action just yet. We're kind of still lingering around, trying to figure it out. I noticed one's down below here. By the way, notice I only have 27 bullets in the AK, so we're really not in that flow state yet. We get the down, we get the thirst. Now, I can't go get that ammo because of the Cold War MP5 range, right? I can't challenge that guy down lane if he pushes. So I'm actually going to push around, try to push on top of him, and basically put myself in that close range situation. Like I said, use that mobility to your advantage. And you should understand the strengths and weaknesses of your SMG. Is it mobile? Is it range? Is it the amount of ammo? Is it the TTK? You know, you should understand those things and really use those to your advantage. One of the reasons that I love the MP40 and the Owen gun is the versatility of them both. What you get with the Cold War MP5 is a lot of movement speed. You get a really good damage profile in those close ranges. And I think movement speed is probably one of the most important things on Rebirth, to be honest. That's why the Cold War MP5 and the OTS-9 are viable on Rebirth, because of that movement speed. On Caldera, it's a little bit tougher because of how out in the open you are. You do need a little bit more versatile SMG. I think. I've never played Caldera. I played Caldera once, but just from what I can tell. So we get that down right there. We're not able to get that second one, unfortunately. And by the way, this team is being very ratty. TCAP let me know that they were being ratty. They weren't really moving, so we got to handle those teams strategically. Now we're about to get into a pretty good flow state right here. What you're going to see is very quick action, very quick decision-making based on information. We buy TCAP back. We're going to go ahead and get that precision airstrike, and I precision just to see what I can do up there. Yep, so he calmed out top of bunker building. That's what we call this building right here. And I'm going to do what I don't know if I technically should do, but I'm going to. We get this down in thirst. Notice that they're still both up top there. So I'm going to do what I have to do here. There's no great way to challenge them besides taking ladder, besides taking tower. Look, I don't love doing it. I wish tower would go away, but when you have a team camping top of this building, the easiest way to attack them is by this tower building. I'm not going to be staying up here very long. You're going to see this. This is a quick flow right here, right? 1, 2, team wipe, turn around. 3 right here. We're going to go ahead and get that down, get that thirst, information about one below me, immediately go challenge with the Cold War MP5. Watch the anticipation around the corner. We're going to challenge this guy, hit all shots right there. That's where it feels really good. The other thing that I would say about the Cold War MP5, it does have a little bit of recoil. So if you find yourself using SMGs and hitting toe shots a lot, try something like the Cold War MP5 that has a little bit more recoil. It's kind of reverse of what a lot of people say. You know, but we're going to go ahead and push in here, use the stim. We get the last kill right there. There's 27 kills. Try out the Cold War MP5 and the Cold War AK47. I hope you found today's video helpful. Let's get better today, and I will see you tomorrow.